You hear me, Mo? What's up, homie? Oh, you're still connected.
Dog. Can you hear me?
Right. There you are. Oh, you still there?
Okay, try us again.
Hey, no problem. There you are. I like the tie dye.
Thanks. It's a college softball shirt. They were a warm up t-shirt.
Oh, there you go. Well, this one's going to be pretty much like the other ones. I've streamlined it a bunch, so it'll be like right at an hour or maybe even like 40 minutes so we can answer some questions at the end. We ended up getting 61 registered. Now, a lot of them reach out. Yeah, that's good. A lot of them reach out and said they wouldn't be able to make it, but at least we'll be able to send them the recording afterwards. And so we'll just bounce off each other. Feel free to interrupt me at any time. I'm going to try to fly through some of the easy shit just so that way we can get more at the end. I'd rather have a lot of question and answer at the end than to answer a bunch of questions in the beginning. So
I'm gonna mute it, that way there's all this like background shit.
Yeah, that way I don't sound like you're having an asthma attack.
Right. I'm like heavy breathing.
All right, I'm gonna let people in.
Put me in the car. What up?
What's up, guys? What up, Jimmy? I got some of my people on. I'm excited.
Morning, Dottie.
John, what'd you say, buddy?
How are you?
Good, man. Good. Welcome to the call.
Thank you, brother.
We'll get everybody the opportunity to bounce in. I know it'll take just a second because we're expecting a lot of people. And then once everybody gets on, we'll start rocking and rolling. I got a PowerPoint presentation to summarize a bunch of stuff. And then at the end, we'll have some Q&A with myself and Margaret Osborne. And we'll get your questions answered and get you on the right track to really kick some butt. So we'll see what's happening. Everybody hear me okay? Head nod, yes. All right. And please, by all means, use the chat. I'll try my best to keep it up and pay attention to it best I can. Well, I hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. I don't know if you're in the West Virginia area, but it's supposed to be a freeze warning tonight, which just freaking blows. Like, how the hell is it? It feels like 70 this week, and then now it's supposed to be like 36 or so tonight. So everybody's going to have a cold from the temperature just going back and forth.
Other people there too.
All right, I am going to mute everybody just for that way we don't get much feedback, guys. But if you have questions, feel free to unmute yourself and ask them as we go. I am gonna go ahead and get started. We're 4 after. My goal is to get through the presentation in like 40 minutes ish, and that way I have plenty of time to answer questions and feedback and everything else. So let's see how this works. All right. All right, guys, how to lose weight. ... Fast. I'm hitting you with that with the exclamation point at the end. If you don't know me, my name is Dustin Holston. I'm a nutritionist and personal trainer. I'm the owner of Advanced Nutrition Solutions. Also, my co-pilot for tonight is the awesome Margaret Osborne. She's also a trainer with Phorm. She's a badass, and she will be providing some great insight as we go. So, slight introduction. Most of you all know me, but just in case you don't, I'm a certified nutritionist, weight loss specialist, personal trainer, sports nutritionist, bunch of arbitrary titles that really don't mean anything, but they sound cool. I'm also one of the few sponsored advisors for Phorm. There's 20 of us now. I was the first group, so one of the top 5 or so coaches in Phorm. Help hundreds of people across the U.S. Actually, I have a master's in business from Marshall University in West Virginia. However, I found my love in nutrition way back in college, started coaching and helping people in the early 2000s, got all my certifications over the years, and in 2019 said, I'm no longer doing the executive thing. I'm going to be a coach full time. It's the best job in the world. In 2017, I was honored with a Governor Service Award for helping West Virginians lose fat and get healthy. Lose weight and get healthy. My co-pilot is Margaret Osborne, former college athlete, badass. She actually was a winner of the first Phorm Transphormation Challenge in late 2019, was the $10,000 winner. She's also an advisor. She coaches a ton of people for Phorm, and her advertisements have used to reach hundreds of thousands on social media. If you follow Phorm, you've seen her on it. So much more than I've been on it. I've been on it like one little time in the background. You saw my big nose. That was it. That was my all my advertisements for Phorm. But Margaret, she's got some badass ones. So what is the Phorm Transphormation Challenge? So hopefully all of you are in it. If you're not, feel free to reach out to us afterwards. We'll get you signed up. So it's a 250,000 challenge with 5 challenges each year, 50,000 to the winner of each. They also give a $10,000 second place award. The first Phorm Transphormation Challenge was started in 2017. It has grown tremendously over the years. A lot more prize money, tens of thousands of entrants, an awesome app where you can track your food and get free workouts, get free advice from an advisor like Margaret or I. Lots of great information. You got access to a registered dietitian and just so much more. So it is amazing, and it has changed the lives of many people. So there's 5 challenges each year. The first one, the New Year's Sprint, it ended in the beginning of March. We just had our winners announced. They were freaking amazing. The next one is spring. It starts Monday. Gotta have the app. Gotta have your pictures uploaded by Monday. There'll be a summer one. There'll be a fall one. And then they have a $50,000 winner for winning the year-round, having the best year-round transformation. Benefits of the app. When you download the app, you will join a team of an established coach. Obviously, we want it to be Margaret or I. Technically, we're competition for each other, but it's friendly rivalry. We're okay, but we want you to be on one of our teams. By having premium, this is a big deal, guys, because premium $6 a month. And I have a lot of people like, well, you can enter for free, right? And yeah, you can. However, the level of hands-on nature is totally different. In the app, you cannot message me as your coach if you don't have premium. I also can't see your food logs. I can't do assessments with you where I can actually look at your workout and food logs and make recommendations. You just won't get the direct help from the advisor. Sorry, I have a chest cold. And your workouts, they have very limited options there. For $6 a month, you're going to get a ton of great information. What else do you get? You get freaking results, guys. Results. That is the whole name of the game. Sorry, my son just ran in here in his PJs adorably, so I apologize. But you get results, and that's the name of the game, guys. Are these results that you're seeing in front of you worth $6 a month? I think so. Both of these were my clients. Courtney on the left, she's down 85 pounds since July, and Patrick on the right, he lost 23 pounds in 8 weeks. So we get some phenomenal results, whether it's Margaret or I coaching. You're going to get great results if you keep the fire and the motivation high. All right, what causes weight loss? Diet or exercise? Well, guys, I'm going to break your heart. A lot of people say we're lazy, right? And we hear it all the time. We need to be more active. We need to be more active. And we do. However, a meta-analysis of over 60 studies shows that exercise alone leads to 0 weight loss over 1 year. This is a true story. They looked at 60 different studies showing people working out, doing set workouts, whether they're cardio-based or whether they're weightlifting-based. 60 different studies prove the same thing. Weight loss does not occur with just exercise. You can't out-work out a bad diet. But why? Well, guys, the average American eats 3,800 calories. 3,800 calories is enough for a 385-pound woman to maintain her current weight. So if you were wanting to Netflix all day and you're a female and you eat 3,800 calories, you would approach 385 pounds before you stop gaining weight. If you exercise and you're still eating 3,800 calories, you may be burning 300, 400, 500, 600 calories during your workout. The problem is then you're still eating 3,200 calories a day, which is still enough for someone who is pretty big to maintain their current body weight. Weight loss does not work with just exercise. Diet is essential for weight loss. Now, we know that exercise adds gasoline to the fire, but there's got to be the fire. And for us to get the toned physique we want, we need exercise, but we got to have diet first. I know this probably blows your mind. You're like, this can't be true. It is true. So what is accelerated weight loss? Guys, I've been doing this for a long time, and I don't necessarily believe in a lot of the things you hear about that's just calories in, calories out, or other things. We're going to talk about that. But I look at weight loss from a variety of sources, right? We're going to look at everything from working out to your calories, to protein, to gut health, to stress management, hormone optimization, sleep. We're going to look at the vitamin and mineral deficiencies. We're going to look at it from a whole lot of angles, because my goal is not just get you results, but get you phenomenal results as quick as possible. So we're going to be looking at a whole lot of things. Now, as a nutritionist, I am not considered a medical professional, and obviously you should talk to a doctor before starting any diet or fitness regimen. I also can't treat you for certain conditions, although we will see improvements in A1C and insulin and thyroid and cholesterol and heart disease and all that through diet and exercises. But as a nutritionist, I can't diagnose it, nor am I treating it specifically. I'm just getting you healthier. Stay with Mark. So why is CICO flawed? Or why CICO is flawed? So CICO stands for calories in, calories out. And guys, I am going to be one of the only coaches in America that's going to tell you this doesn't work. And it might surprise you that I'm adamant about why this doesn't work, but I'm going to tell a story, and you tell me if you've heard this before. Okay, so you go out there and it says, hey, just eat less than your body needs, you'll lose weight. And this is true. Okay, but here's why that's flawed. So Jimmy, I know you personally, you come to me and say, Dustin, I want to weigh 150 pounds. And I say, okay, eat 1,500 calories. And so Jimmy starts eating 1,500 calories. He doesn't worry about what those calories are made of. He's not worried about any other thing other than eating those calories. And he starts losing weight and loses 20 pounds. But then he plateaus. And he's like, Dustin, I don't know what's going on. I've plateaued. I'm working out. I'm eating, but I'm not losing anymore. And then I'm like, I don't know, go down to 1,300 calories. So he goes down to 1,300 calories. And he plateaus again. Loses another 20 pounds though, but he plateaus again. He's like, man, I still got 60 pounds to lose. I'm only eating 1,300 calories. What is going on? And I'm like, I don't know, man. You're eating too much. Go down to 1,000 calories. So you go down to 1,000 calories. Jimmy feels horrible. He looks terrible. He doesn't have the physique he thought he would have, and he's starving himself. His energy levels are terrible, right? No energy, brain fog, cognitive function, everything sucks. He gives up. So yeah, he lost 50 pounds during this process of cutting all these calories. And he says, screw it, I'm going back to the way I used to eat. Well, he lost 50 pounds. Now he gains back 70. Have you heard of yo-yo dieting? Because this is what calories in, calories out does. Okay. But why is that? Why does it work that way? It's because we crash our metabolism when doing calories in, calories out. In the scenario with Jimmy, and Jimmy, thank you for letting me pick on you. But in this scenario, as you lost weight, he didn't just lose fat. He also lost muscle. And a lot of people don't realize this, but our body also uses muscle as an energy source. A pound of muscle only burns about 800 calories, where a pound of fat burns around 3,500. So it's really easy for our body to start cannibalizing the muscle as we reduce calories aggressively. Well, each pound of muscle burns 10 calories per day. And so in that scenario, if Jimmy lost 10 pounds of muscle when he lost his first 20 and he plateaued, it's because he cut his metabolism by 100 calories. And then when he cut calories again, because he plateaued, he lost even more muscle. So maybe he's down 200 calories off his metabolism, right? Well, that is why we plateau with calories in, calories out so much, because we're crashing our metabolism while we're losing weight. Okay, so exactly, Margaret knows what I'm talking about. So this is why it's a never-ending cycle with calories in, calories out. You continue to cut your calories, you continue to crash your metabolism. But then why you hear people say, hey, I lost 50 pounds, but I gained 70 back, it's because our bodies don't want to increase our muscle when we start gaining weight again. Muscle's hard to build, much more easy to build fat. And so in that scenario, Jimmy gained 70 pounds. Why? Because he didn't get that 200 calories of metabolism he lost back. So his body still got a crash metabolism, but now he's 70 pounds heavier than where he was at his lowest. This is why people have issues with calories in, calories out. The true number, no lie here, 97% of those who do it fail. Only 3% succeed. Guys, that's why calories in, calories out don't work. And I can promise you, and Jimmy's a good trainer, he knows this. He's probably never heard anybody harp on it quite like this, but it's true. And this is why we got to look at the big picture. So, hold on 1 second. Sorry, there we go. So what works? Well, we want to increase our metabolism as we lose weight. We want to diet, we want to exercise, we want to meet vitamin and mineral thresholds, meaning we aren't deficient in our vitamins. We want to optimize gut health. We want to drink enough water. We want to eat enough protein. We want to optimize hormones, thyroid, and insulin and things like that. We want to make sure that we reduce stress and cortisol in the body. We want to make sure we sleep enough. Guys, there's no reason to believe we can't actually increase the metabolism as we lose weight if we do all these things. And so I'm not going to go into all these tonight. We're going to focus on the big four. But I can guarantee you, if you focus on your entire body, the whole health of you, you're going to see much better results. Okay, you're not going to plateau constantly. You're not going to feel like crap dieting. Okay, we want to improve health. We want to feel better, not feel worse. But what are the four most important? You got to track your food. Okay, and that means calories. You do still have to have a calorie goal, because it is true that you need to eat less than your body needs. However, hopefully, and I don't know if Courtney's on, I can't tell who's on or not. You know, Courtney, everybody loves Courtney. Everybody's seen Courtney's story. We haven't cut her calories in 7 or 8 months. She's still losing. She's down 85 pounds, right? She's still gaining all kinds of muscle. She's still burning all kinds of fat. You don't necessarily have to continue cutting calories if you do these 4 things. Okay, so you still got to track your food, though, because it's still about calories. So, okay. Yep, there you go, Courtney. 2, hitting protein. Guys, I can't stress enough why protein is so important. And we're going to go into it, obviously. But when we look at studies, we need to be somewhere around 1 gram per goal body weight. Drinking 100 ounces of water a day. Guys, this is something that me as a bro screwed up on for years. Okay, water increases your metabolism. You know, drinking a glass of water before a meal prevents you from overeating, right? Increasing, being dehydrated can cut your metabolism up to 20%. I laugh because I hear people all the time say, I can't drink 100 ounces of water, just give me a fat burner. Well, a 20% increase in your metabolism is better than any fat burner there is. And trust me, water's a hell of a lot cheaper than a really good fat burner. And we got to increase activity, and it needs to include resistance activity, not just cardio. So tracking macros. Guys, there's no way for Margaret or me or any other coach to give you advice if you aren't tracking what you're eating. If you don't know what you're eating, I don't know what you're eating, and I can't help you. My answer is going to be track your macros, and let's see where you're at. So the first Phorm app allows you to track your macros if you do upgrade for premium, which you really need to, because that way it gives me or Margaret the opportunity to really see what you're doing on a day-to-day basis. The app will also help you create a macro plan. When you download the app and you key in your information, it will come up with calorie goals that's been written by a registered dietitian. If you work with me and Margaret, we might be able to help you a little bit with creating a better, maybe optimizing things here or there, or giving you some food suggestions to help you fit those. But it does give you a great starting point on your macros. Protein. You want better hair, you want better skin, you want better nails, you want a better performing thyroid, you want nerve damage to be reversed, do you want enzymes and red blood cells, do you want ligaments and cartilage that are growing, you want better bone growth, you need protein. So many people are focused on protein and bodybuilding. Now there is a link, obviously, because muscle is made out of protein, the amino acids from protein, for instance. However, protein does so much more. And I always laugh when I see people, oh, I take a hair, skin, and nails multivitamin, but I eat 40 grams of protein a day. You're missing out on the big picture here, because protein is needed for hair, protein is needed for skin, nails, all the good stuff. A lot of people don't realize your thyroid, T3 and T4, the powerful fat-burning hormones, it takes 2 ingredients to make it, iodine and amino acid L-tyrosine from protein. And so if we want to get toned muscle, we have to have protein, because toning means to uncover fat to show muscle. And we got to have muscle, which means we need enough protein. The average American eats somewhere between 50 and 60 grams. And that's good enough to help with neurotransmitters and, your thyroid and things like that. However, it's not enough to help rebuild and repair muscle that you're tearing down during workouts. When you work out, you're actually creating damage to the muscle. And this damage is good as long as you have enough protein to fix it. If you don't have enough protein to fix it, then your body's in a state where it's breaking down. This is why you stay sore, why you don't recover as fast, or why you're having issues with not getting the gains in the gym that you think you need. It's because you're not eating enough protein. You're not giving your body enough oomph to help create new lean tissue. Not to mention, protein reduces hunger, reduces appetite, is the best thing in the world for weight loss. Studies showed that those who go from a high carb to a high protein diet typically eat 442 calories less each day, which is enough for about a pound a week in fat loss, just from that, not even from activity, right? Not to mention, protein increases the metabolism. There was another study that showed that if you and I ate the same amount of calories, okay, and we both weigh the same amount today, and you eat 2,000 calories that predominantly carbs, and I eat 2,000 calories that's predominantly protein, we'll both lose weight. However, I'll lose more weight because protein has a thermogenic effect of burning more fat. This is why we want you to go between 0.8 and 1.2 grams per goal body weight in protein. Water consumption. Most important first step of any fitness and weight loss journey. If you're dehydrated, you won't burn fat as well as you should. 2 of the way that our body gets rid of fat in our body is from water, sweat and pee. We sweat fat and we pee fat. Got to have water to do both. Water increases metabolism, helps with appetite, helps reduce bloat. Drink at least 100 ounces a day. If you're someone who sweats a lot, drink over a gallon. I would not go over 180 unless you are sweating profusely throughout the day, you're a laborer or something like that. Bloat. Wanted to add in this in there because a lot of people get confused what bloat is. So bloat is water retention. Okay, we get it from a variety of sources. It could be because we don't drink enough water. Believe it or not, if you don't drink enough water, your body stores water. I know it sounds weird, but it's true. We're like a cactus in the desert. Cactuses have a lot of water in them, and it's because they don't get much water, so they store everything they can. Sodium. If you're eating too much salt, your body will swell up. If you're eating too much carbohydrates, especially sugar, your body swells up. So the only thing that takes away bloat is more water. So drinking water helps reduce water weight. I've had clients lose 13, 14 pounds a week in the first week by helping decrease bloat. Now, I'll hear people say all the time, well, it's just water weight. Yeah. If you lose 10 pounds of water weight, that means your lungs and your heart and your blood was all pumping much, much harder because of the increased water that you had. That is dangerous. Bloat is dangerous. Losing weight is great, whether it's water or fat. If you drink more than 180, you're probably fine. It's just, you kind of got to have a reason to drink that much. Are you constantly outside? Are you constantly sweating? Are you in a position where you're that thirsty? And if you are, then it could be a sign of some other health condition. Diabetes, for instance, you could have increased thirst, things like that. When you hear people have issues with hyperhidrosis or actually dying from over water consumption, it's because they're drinking it too fast. You normally see it with people who drink like a gallon, like they'll have a competition who can drink water the fastest. Well, you drink a gallon of water in one sitting, you can die. So that actually happened recently in a radio contest. Kind of weird. Activity. Walk an extra 30 minutes a day. If you already walk a lot, well, your body's used to it. So you're going to walk additionally. Walking, if you're 200 pounds, will burn around 200 calories in 30 minutes. That's pretty great, right? Ghrelin is one of my least favorite hormones, and I'll tell you about it really fast. Ghrelin is a hormone that we get from our ancestors. And what the hormone was, is it was our anti-starvation hormone. And so think about it 1,000 years ago, or, if you're a Native American, for instance, you're in Wyoming, it's cold, there's no berries, there's no fruit, you kill an elk, you eat an elk, but if you don't kill an elk, you don't eat at all, you go several days without eating. Your body would peak its ghrelin hormone to make you really, really hungry. And so it would be like, Dustin, you haven't ate for 3 or 4 days. You really need to eat today. And it would motivate our ancestors to go out and search for food. Okay, it's the anti-starvation hormone. Well, in 2021, it's a son of a bitch, right? Ghrelin does not work the same way when it comes to us. We don't want to gain weight. We want to lose weight. And so ghrelin picks up in 2 different times. 1, after we work out, and 2, after we have been successfully dieting for a few days. Our body starts losing a little bit of weight. Next thing you know, ghrelin makes you hungrier than Hades, right? So walking doesn't increase ghrelin like working out does. So that's good. Secondly, protein reduces ghrelin. So I should have said that on a previous slide. If you burn 200 calories a day over 365 days extra, that would be 20 pounds of fat you would lose just from walking. Sorry, my laptop. There we go. Resistance exercises. What burns more calories, cardio or working out? The answer is working out, resistance training. It's the best bang for the buck. The reason why is it burns fat twice. Okay, number 1, you burn fat while you're actually working out, and then you burn even more fat with the muscle you create. Because like I mentioned earlier, each pound of muscle burns 10 calories per day. And so if you're doing cardio, you're not building muscle. So you don't get future fat burning like you do with muscle. There's also something called EPOC, exercise post-oxygen consumption. And after you work out, you got the blood flow, your arms are all pumped up because you just did arms. To get back into a normal state, to get your body to chill and to relax and to help, organize blood flow and get the pump down, it actually burns a ton of calories. So you burn calories in the gym, you burn calories when you leave. Science says you should work out first and then do cardio second. By doing it that way, your body's in a more fat burning state when you get to cardio versus flipping it around. All right, so we talked about the big 4. My big 5 would be gut health. And guys, I was a bro, and this is another thing that I didn't focus on earlier in my career, and now freaking love that I do. And that's gut health. Gut health is important for so many different things, okay? Energy, you want better energy, improve your gut health. You want a stronger immune system, improve your gut health. You want more serotonin, 80% of the serotonin we get it from our gut. Now, I'm not saying that's going to cure your depression or anything else. I struggle with mental health, so obviously I'm not saying that's what it does, but it will improve it. And it'll help you gain more muscle. It'll help you burn more fat. Gut health is that important. It helps regulate blood sugar better. So many different things. Vitamin D, if you have iron deficiencies, things like that, you got to make sure you have a strong gut so your body can absorb the good and get rid of the bad. I suggest 5 servings of veggies a day, every single day, plus at least 3 servings of fermented foods. I've never ate 3 servings of fermented foods in a year. And this is actually medical studies from CDC and more say 3 servings of fermented foods a day. Greek yogurt, kombucha, kimchi, sauerkraut. I don't eat those things. However, if we do want to optimize our gut, those are the things we need to do. I take Opti Greens and Opti Reds nightly instead. not saying it replaces veggies, but it does have all the good stuff my gut needs to get where it needs to be. If you are someone, oh, hold on. I get a lot of questions about why when you go to a high protein diet, you get constipated. And it's not necessarily the protein's fault. You got to kind of understand how our gut works. And so we have digestive enzymes that our body creates its own. And it creates digestive enzymes based off the foods we eat regularly. So if you eat a high carbohydrate diet, then your body will create digestive enzymes for your high carbohydrate diet. Well, if I take the carbohydrates away and I add more protein, you don't have high protein enzymes yet. And so when you get constipated by changing diets, it's not the protein's fault. It's actually your gut's fault. It hasn't caught up and created the enzymes yet. This is why it's super important to focus on eating foods with high digestive enzymes. If you don't do OptiGreens, you want to eat papaya, you want to eat mangoes, you want to eat something that has all the digestive enzymes that's going to break down that protein. You can, in theory, add Metamucil, but I would always add a stool softener if you are struggling, because that's going to help you break down that food and move it, or just take OptiGreens. I can promise you it'll make you feel a ton better. Overall suggestions. It's easy, guys. If you focus on the big four, you're going to get great results. Okay, so at least 100 ounces of water a day. Increase protein, and I say 100 grams starting out. If you are brand new and you've never ate more than 50 grams of protein, I don't care for the first week you go into 100 grams. Okay, but the end goal should be 80% or more of your goal body weight in protein. That means if you want to weigh 150, you need to eat 120 grams. Korean barbecue. I'm jealous about that. I love some Korean barbecue. And so 0.8 is the minimum threshold to really get the toning effects and the metabolism increases and all that. 1 gram is optimal. You're going to walk 30 minutes extra each day. You're going to decrease sugars. You cannot lose weight or get healthy with sodas. I'm sorry, guys. I hear people all the time say, well, what if I cut everything else out and I still drink Mountain Dew? It's not going to work. All right. You're really damaging your liver. Your cholesterol is linked to high fructose corn syrup. So is heart disease. So is liver enzymes. So is so many just terrible things. Got to cut the pop. And we're going to improve gut health. You do those things, you're going to see amazing results. All right, so we're going to talk about some supplements. Now, supplements are not mandatory. Supplements supplement something that's missing in your diet. Again, they are not mandatory. So let's talk about OptiGreens real quick. OptiGreens helps fix digestive health issues. We're talking about water weight and bloat. We're talking about slower bowel system, not digesting food properly, chronic fatigue, and not having optimal energy levels. We're talking about being constipated. We're talking about going to the bathroom too much. These are all symptoms of digestive health. It causes us to have pounds of extra weight, water weight, digestion, food weight, things like that, okay? And so in theory, you don't have to have OptiGreens. You can do 5 to 7 servings of veggies. You can do 3 servings of fermented foods each day. And you can eat papaya and mango and other things like that to help you get all the things that OptiGreens has. However, I can't do that. And I have a lot of clients that do keto or low carb, and they're like, hey, I can't fit that many fruits. I can't do mangoes and papaya if I'm supposed to stay under so many carbs per day. And so OptiGreens is something I suggest for every single one of my clients. Do you have to have it? Absolutely not. But that's what you would need to do to replace it. I really like Microfactor daily nutrient packs. Microfactor, it has vitamins and minerals in it. So it's got your vitamins. It also has probiotics. It also has CoQ10 for heart health, one of my favorite antioxidants to help you protect your heart. It's got essential fatty acids. It's got antioxidants. It's got reds and greens. It's got a whole bunch of stuff in one little pack. Now, again, 5 to 7 servings of fruits and veggies each day, eating things like nuts and plant-based healthy oils and fish oil and things like that will be okay if you want to do it that way. It's hard to replace CoQ10, but you can do it without it. But that's just what I do, okay? Microfactor is easier for me. Now, I don't consider level 1 meal replacement protein a supplement. It's a food because its goal is to replace an unhealthy food with a meal with something that's healthy, going to help you hit your protein goal. And so level 1 is a meal replacement shake. So I do not consider level 1 to be actual supplement. I suggested to all my clients to have them help. You can bake with it, pancakes, French toast, mug cakes, waffles. Actually, Courtney will tell you she's had like 2 shakes in 8 months. She normally bakes with it. She told me in December, I just had my first shake ever. And I'm like, you've been using level 1 for 6 months. And she's like, yeah, I make waffles out of it. Works for me. Formula One, on the other hand, is a post-workout shake. It helps you with recovery, muscle building, toning, those things. Yeah, that's kind of a supplement if you're using it just for that reason. Waffles are awesome. Omega-3 fatty acids. So I am a huge fan of omega-3 fatty acids. Sorry. Omega-3 fatty acids are what's found in fish oil. So you hear about fish oil all the time. Americans just do not get enough fish oil. Fish oil, omega-3 fatty acids help with inflammation. That's a big one. Cognitive function, eye health, heart health, lowering triglycerides and bad cholesterol, increasing good cholesterol, reducing inflammation in the joints, all those good things. Inflammation means water weight. So if you have stiff joints, you have chronic inflammation, that means you're going to be having pounds of water weight on top of what you normally should hold. So I do love omega-3 fatty acids. You can get it from 2 to 3 servings of salmon each week. However, I take fish oil nightly to make sure I get it. Plus, I have heart issues. So now, fat burners. Do you need them? No, you don't need them. However, I do like a fat burner every once in a while. And the 2 times I like them is A, when you start your diet. Here's the thing about fat burners, guys. Fat burners help crush cravings. They help you stay. Help you with hunger, helps you with cravings, help you with appetite, gives you energy, optimizes hormones. So if you're starting your diet and you haven't succeeded in your diet before and you don't trust yourself around cravings and sweets and things like that, fat burner is going to help give you the boost to stay on track. Okay, so I do love it when you first start. I also like it when you bust through plateaus. If you do plateau, it's nice to have a fat burner kind of push you in the right direction. Now, fat burners are not necessary. Okay, you don't have to take a fat burner. This is something that I consider only in specific situations. You got to be healthy enough for a fat burner, and you got to have everything else in place. Fat burners are not miracle pills. You can take a fat burner and eat like crap, and you will not lose weight. So you got to have things in track, but they will give you that push you need. I do like the 1DB Fast Pack, though. So the 1DB Fast Pack is cool because it has 3 fat burners. The first one's OptiGreens 50. So you get your greens, you get that digestive health, the probiotics, blood sugar regulators, all those good things. And then you get 2 powerful fat burners. You get Thyroid Drive, which is a powerful thyroid output fat burner. No, it's not going to put you in hyperthyroidism, but it will increase the output of your thyroid, will help you burn more fat. 1DB, which is a stimulant-based fat burner, gives you energy, burns fats, helps with cravings, all that good stuff. All right. How'd I do on time? Hey, I said 40 minutes, and I was right there. So let me stop share. I did pretty good that time. All right, so still have majority of you all on. That's good. So now I want to open it up to really actually talk about the challenge itself. What up, Caleb? I didn't see you on there. And you know, the challenge will officially start on Monday, and I think it ends right before Memorial Day weekend. So they actually timed it pretty good this time. Normally it lasts into the first week of June. And then you kind of feel like crap not being able to enjoy Memorial Day. So this time we're letting you enjoy Memorial Day. So I'm excited about that. How do you get set up? Okay, number one, you should reach out to your coach during this time and say, hey, look, I'm trying to get some amazing results. What do I need to do to get amazing results? And either Margaret or I will set you up for success, okay? Now, you got to take your photo. And I know this is something a lot of people are self-conscious about, okay? Only myself or Margaret and you can see the photo. And, you know, if you don't want to win or things like that, or, you know, you fall off or anything like that, that's fine. And I won't share your photo, and she wouldn't either, in the sense that if you're uncomfortable with it. Now, you get amazing results, you might be, hey, Dustin, share my photo. You know, I want to be on your highlight film, you know, things like that. It's perfectly fine. You got to take your photo to be even entered into the challenge. If you don't take it on Monday, it doesn't matter. I can't do between now and Monday. You come in Tuesday and say, hey, I took my picture. It's too late. I can't help you. It's got to be done before midnight on Monday. Technically midnight Central Time on Monday. So you got to do that first, okay? You got to start tracking your food. Got to get used to it. And I know it's annoying. I know it sucks. But you got to track your food. If you don't know what you're eating, I don't know what you're eating, I can't help you. And it's one of the most uncomfortable conversations I have as a coach is when somebody says, I need help, I'm gaining weight, and I can't see what they're eating because I don't know where to start. What I'm going to say is start counting your calories, start logging your food. If you need help with it, let me know. Now, there is a setting in the app that gets me irritated, and sometimes it screws people up. When you go to menu and then click nutrition, you got to make sure you set it to calorie macro counting. If that's not unlocked, then you can't enter your food. It only gives you an option of picking specific food. So make sure you go to nutrition, menu, nutrition, macro calorie counting. I'll get it out eventually. And then you're going to be able to track your food, and I'm going to be able to see specifically what ones you are eating. So you got to unlock that. Got to drink the water. Got to do resistance exercises. And guys, if I'm your coach in the app, if you can't do the workouts that's in the app, message me. I will get you set up on some sort of plan to help you out. Because I know sometimes they're a little crazy, right? They're a little hard sometimes for beginners, and that's okay. We'll set you up with something that you can do, feel comfortable with. Because here's the deal, guys: all workouts, all meal plans work, or all diets, all workouts work. It's consistency. You got to be willing to do it every single day, or working out 4 or 5 days a week or more. And so if you do those things, you're going to be consistent. You're going to see results. But if I'm throwing workouts at you that you hate, or you just can't do them, you don't feel comfortable with, you're not going to do them, and then you're not going to get the results you want. So we got to make sure that we come up with an overall game plan for you to succeed. I do suggest you taking photos every week. This way we can see changes as we go. And just remember, all the scale means is how much gravity's pushing on us towards the center of the earth. And I'm a geek, so I know what that means, because I love science. That's all it means. It's just an arbitrary number of force coming down from gravity. What I mean by that is it doesn't tell you if you're ripped and shredded or overweight, or you have bad cholesterol or good cholesterol or anything else. But photos do tell us a lot. So there's going to be times where you don't lose any weight this week, but you're going to find out you lost an inch on your waist. That means you gain muscle and burn fat at the same time, which is the holy grail. Trust me, if I could gain muscle and burn fat at the same time, I'd be the happiest man in the world. It can happen. It doesn't happen a whole lot, but it can happen definitely when you begin. So you got to make sure you take your photos regularly. You need to ask for help regularly. If you don't know what to do next, ask Margaret or I. We will make sure that we set you up on the right game plan. Most of the people on here that I recognize, we've had these discussions before. So no worries there. But if you are new, don't be afraid to reach out to us and ask for help. Like, I don't know what to do next. Then hey, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm your advisor in the app. What questions do you all have for me?
Dustin, I have a question. So people I'm working with, or even myself, when does it become an issue? So like I'll have people that will hit their calorie goal for the day, hit protein, or even myself, but then like carbs and fats are lopsided and they're not hitting those numbers. And they're kind of telling me like, well, like, I hit protein, but I'm 50 under on carbs. Is that an issue? Or like, when does it get to a problem too, where they'll be like, I'm 30 or 40 grams over protein. So it's like and myself too, you can become so obsessive with getting that little check mark that you hit everything. Like, when do you get to have that conversation to say like, don't worry about it, when they should draw attention to maybe?
So calories and protein are two most important starting out. I don't care where your carbs and fats are for the most part. Now, if you tell me if you're diabetic or have PCOS or something like that, then I'll have a more strict carbohydrate goal, like, hey, 100 grams, 150 grams, whatever. But if it's just a brand new weight loss client, I want them to hit calories and protein. Now, and that means if they're at 40 grams of fats and 150 grams of carbs, or they're at 60 grams of carbs and 90 grams of fat, I don't care per se. Okay. We can always optimize later. I can promise you're going to get great results if you hit your calorie and protein goal. You're going to get phenomenal results. And then one day you're going to be like, hey, what else can I do? And that's when we can start worrying about actually, hitting a specific carb or specific fat goal. Now with protein, going 40 over on like one day isn't that big a deal. Now, if we're not like training hard, like, we're maybe just doing some calisthenic type stuff or just some cardio, going up that high on protein can be less than optimal. It's not going to hurt you per se, but it might just not be that optimal either. So we need to maybe have a conversation. If that's regularly, you have somebody new that's, not working out that hard and they're eating 200 grams of protein and really only need 150, then that might be a conversation we have if it's like regular. They're like, man, that's phenomenal that you're doing that. However, we can take that a step back. Okay. And we also got to make sure we're drinking a lot of water if we do go that high on protein. because protein does go through the kidneys. And that's not a bad thing. People freak out about protein and kidneys. As long as you're hydrated, there's no issues there. Or unless you actually have kidney failure, I guess that's a little different too. But no worries with kidneys for 99% of people with protein. Just make sure you're drinking enough water. What else? Y'all are boring. Come on, guys. I want a winner this time, so I'm going to ask a lot of you all this challenge. I coached 750 in the app, and damn it, I want a winner. It's been I had a winner in 17 and 19, and didn't have one in 18 or 20. So it's 2021. It's time for a winner. So I'll take second place. I'll take the year winner. I don't care, but I'm gonna have a winner this year. So, but guys, if I can tell you anything, keep it simple. We overcomplicate things. I can tell you, if you do the big four: water, counting your calories, hitting your protein goal, and being active, you're going to get great results. And for 90+% of Americans that want great results, that's all you need to do, right? I mean, unless you're trying to be, competitive bodybuilder or fitness model, or really want to be that like top 5 or 10% of people who really push their bodies to the brink, those 4 things are more than enough. Okay, it's now I do say gut health is probably the 5th and probably the most important out of the rest of them, because so many of us have terrible gut health, which means we're not even absorbing the foods we're eating. We might be deficient in calcium and vitamin D and B vitamins and iron and all this just because our gut can't absorb it. So I think gut health is literally as important. I mean, it's I put the big 4 up there, then the asterisk beside number 5, because it's that important. If you don't fix your gut health, you're missing out. And I've told the story before, but I used to, I'm kind of vain, and I'm sure if you follow me on social media, you see me with my shirt off 8 times, and I'm sorry, but it's the only way I can get people to read my post. But I used to take a fat burner constantly. I just had to be in that state, burning fat. A couple years ago, I started focusing on gut health. I hardly ever take a fat burner. Haven't taken one in a long time. And I like fat burners. I like them for specific people. But if you can optimize your gut health and you're burning fat and you're gaining muscle, and why do you need a fat burner if you do it then? Plus, it's a hell of a lot healthier. Not that a fat burner is bad for you. It's just not great for you like, gut health stuff is. So any other questions? I'm drinking some Alpha Surge because I got to do back tonight. It's gonna be a late workout. Well, guys, I'll be sending a copy of the PowerPoint and this video tomorrow. I got to upload the video to YouTube, so that way it's easier for me to share. And so obviously, if you want to share it with friends and family, I don't care. It's cool. I want people to help out. Get your friends and family members involved in the Transformation Challenge. Help have them change their lives also. We got a lot of people that do it like a Biggest Loser type competition. You can have your workplace people do it all together and track their changes and vote on winners. I can help you vote for a winner if it's a cash prize or whatever. We do a variety of things. Just reach out and let me know how I can help you. So you all have a great night. Feel free to reach me anytime, and we'll talk again soon. Take care, guys.
Thank you.